Hi there, SuperParents. I'm Amanda Farrow. You may remember me from such riveting films as... No, I'm just kidding. You'll definitely know me from Ready Player Mom if you've ever seen our Mixer stream or if you've looked at any of our other content from Ready Player Mom. So, I'm here today not for Ready Player Mom. I'm doing an actual for realsies in-depth look at Starlink Battle for Atlas. You can see all of these little doodads behind me, which are a number of different figurines. So they're at the back, and all of the ships. These are literally all of the ships that you can get for PlayStation, for Switch, and they are compatible with both of them. So we got the Switch version. So this guy right here, this is the R-Wing from Star Fox. Any of you parents are familiar with Star Fox, it's likely because you played Star Fox in your childhood or your adolescence or perhaps your early adulthood. But it's old. Star Fox is old, and so Fox McCloud is actually in here. The cool thing about Starlink is that this is a game that doesn't necessarily require the Toys to Life version of the planes. You can get these planes digitally. You can buy the Starlink game digitally, keep it all digitally. You don't have to worry about having physical ships. You don't have to worry about this over here. I'm going to grab my various pieces of weaponry, which I will be using throughout this little preview. This is all the weapons. This is where I keep the pilots as well. So that's going to hang out next to me. And I'm going to be hot swapping some of the pieces here too. So I'm going to keep Fox for the majority of what we're looking at. Then I'm going to pop him out, and I'm going to pop on one of these other starships alongside one of the other pilots. So I'm really excited. Starlink has been something I've been following personally for the last couple of years. I was really excited about it in 2016 when they first started talking about it in earnest. And now I'm really psyched about it because finally, it's out. So, the first thing I noticed about these really crazy, beautiful plastic toys is that they're exceptionally lightweight. So you can't tell that from here, but I have really small hands. So I genuinely struggle with a lot of controllers, and if there's too much bulk put onto it, it's really hard for me to hold onto a controller as it is, so it's even worse. But the great thing about these is that it's super duper easy to place them on and to play the game. It's not that much bulkier. It adds a little bit of extra weight, but it's not a lot. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the first time that I've booted this up at home. Alright. So the creative weapon combos that they're talking about here come from adding weapons like these. These are hot swappable, which means that they will get placed on top of, see these little bits and pieces like right here and right here. You can even take the wings off of these planes and you can replace them with other wings. That's why these are kind of wiggly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a couple of interesting looking weapons. So I'm going to put this one on, which is a fire cannon. And I'm going to put this one on, and I have no idea what it does. So we'll just have to figure it out together. So what we'll do is we're going to get started on a new game. And we are just going to put it on normal. We're going to see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up a little bit so that you guys can better see my hands while I'm playing. And you can see if I'm struggling or not to keep up, which, you know, could be the case. Never really know. But this will give you a good idea about how easy or how difficult it is to swap pieces out. Yes, we want to update the mount. So it's saying ensure that your mount and the Joy-Con controllers are as close to the dock as possible while updating. My dock is actually just over here right by my computer, because that's how I'm able to do this capture. All right. So now what this is doing is it's recognizing that I'm ready to play. So I have linked, so I need to link my pilot. So what I need to do then is I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to grab my pilot. Just got to make sure that I take it out super carefully because I don't want to wreck it. So this is Fox McCloud. So Fox is going to get put in here like so. And we get to meet Fox. Now we can do this with any number of our characters, and remember I've got a whole bunch of them back here that we can take a look at. And you don't necessarily, Fox McCloud is the only one that you really need to have a switch for. That's the whole reason why. Alright, so now it's saying that we gotta link our ship. So we're gonna very, very carefully, I'm gonna demonstrate this as I put it on. I'm gonna come put it up here so you guys can see. So you very, very carefully affix the two. We got to make sure that it's affixed fully, and it is. See, it's not coming off. So it looks like what we've got here is we've got the Iron Fist short-range shotgun. We're playing as the R-Wing. The Fury Cannon is probably not super useful for us because we don't necessarily need something that's shortwave. So let's see what else we've got. And we're going to take a look at another one of these pieces right here. So this is the Meteor Ram. It's an overheating ram. So it does some decent damage. Its range isn't great. That does decent damage. Its range is also not great. So I'm going to take this off. And we are going to keep looking through all of these bits and bobs to find the right kind of weapon that we want. So we have a charge ray instead. That range is much better. So we'll have something that's close range and we'll have something that's long range. See? That's what it looks like. That's what our loadout looks like right now. So that over there is the short range shotgun, and this over here is the freezing beam. All right. So we can also take a look and see what's going on with Fox. So Fox charges up his weapons, charges up his friends with passion, improving his wingmate's initial barrage damage. That's fair. That is what Fox does in Star Fox. His improvisational combat style helps him gain ability charge when performing elemental combos. We have an elemental gun. We've got this as our elemental gun. Remember our long range or longer range freeze cannon, essentially. Oh, and I pressed the wrong button. And we don't have these yet. Oh, we do have these. We just need to upgrade them. So riding the line. Fox grits his teeth and stays in the fight, dealing more damage while his health is critical. He has an innate flying skill inherited from his father, so it increases the ship's energy by 10 per level. And he's always a team player, so he's inspired by his crew, dealing extra damage when nearby allies. Okay, so that's that. We're going to get started. After making contact with an alien that crashed on Earth, astrophysicist Victor St. Grand secretly recruited a team of pilots to explore the stars. He named the alien Judge, and he called the team the Starlink Initiative. Now, if you guys want a look at our review in progress, that's available on SuperParent.com. This is a look more at the mechanics and what brings the game to life, and showing you a little bit about what to expect from the experience based on that information. But I would fully recommend that you go and read our review in progress while we're still putting it together. And that's from our very good friend Darren, who is a Greenlit employee, our parent company employee of our parent company. So,
welcome to Atlas.
And he's great. Darren's wonderful.
No, you're not.
Levi, no one's supposed to know about this.
I'm looking to change that.
Chase, Levi, one of you will need to be outside to help Hunter with the escort.
Okay.
Wait! He said one of us.
Kids these days. So we have access to a good number of these pilots already, just behind us, right back here. I don't know if we have St. Grand or not. We might.
I can't believe you've been doing this for a whole year.
Our third trip. Hasn't gotten old yet.
It was Alkeane last, now Atlas. The artifact we're collecting here might just be the breakthrough we need. We're closer than ever now. I know it.
Proximity warning.
Uh-oh.
Looks like our delivery is coming in hot. Right. Let's get our ears on.
Can you hear me?
What happened? Do you have it?
Yeah, but these guys don't like it when you steal from them. Sensitive types. Could use a little help here.
So I think we have her. I don't know who she is, but this is her as a pilot.
Get to the Equinox. We're coming.
I'll man the bridge.
Judge, take Mason with you to the hangar. We need to buy time for me to jumpstart the engine.
Seriously,
Sure?
there's so much to these toys.
They've never used Starlink before. Go show them what it can do. Take my ship. You're ready.
Aw, that's nice.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna back off again. Kind of wiggle myself over here. I'm gonna hold my controller like this so you guys can watch. It's not always necessary, but I want to give you a good idea about what the handling looks like for these particular kinds of devices. So we have all of these ships kicking around over here. Yep, look at them all. See? All of them are back here.
Warning. Coolant cycle terminated.
You think that's bad?
Alright, here come the pilots. So you're not just swapping out weapons. Like I said, remember you can swap out wings, you can swap out weapons, you can even swap out your plane so that you can put a different pilot in. And that will be the protagonist that you play as, from what I understand about the game anyway. We'll have to test that. But for now, we're going to play as Fox.
You boys seen this? Yeah, but it's not Wolf, so who cares?
There we go. There's Star Fox. Fox McCloud.
You know what I'm thinking.
Absolutely, positively not! We came here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to take down... I knew I should have retired back on Corneria.
Alright, Fox's allies are on the way too.
Let's rock and roll, boys.
Okay, Fox, we're close enough to hail them. I'm patching you through now.
Identify yourself. Who are you guys?
What's up? We're Star Fox. We thought you could use a hand with these punks.
Where did these guys come from? We could use a few extra ships. Team, what do you think?
They seem friendly enough. Also looks like we're all headed to the same place. We may not have much of a choice.
Okay, looks like we've got a few more wingmates. Hang on, Shade, we're on our way.
Alright, so we're getting a good idea of what this looks like. Unfortunately, it's gonna take some... There we go. So where are the peoples? So I mean, this is gonna take some getting used to if you're not used to flying in space. Clearly I am not.
Take that.
There we go. So we're gonna go and follow the arrows so that we can figure out what next to do. I need to figure out how to lock on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so when it locks on the target, that's how we do it. There we go. We shattered that. So now, lock on the target. Yeah, okay. So we're doing some dogfights here. No pun intended, because I know we're playing as Fox. Now do remember that this is my first time playing the game, so this is a little bit challenging. This does not use motion controls, however. Alright, it looks like that plane is down in critical. It's down in critical condition.
Another down.
There we go. Alright, so that's taken care of too. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to take off the... We're going to leave this one on. I'm going to take off the shotgun. There's a reason for that. So the shotgun's a little bit too close range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the shotgun away. And I think that we've got some autocannons here, potentially. So these might be decent longer range. Precise rapid-fire bullets. That's exactly what we're looking for. Alright, destroy the drakes that are coming in hot.
Wow, these guys are kind of fast. Not fast enough. Check this out.
Alright, there we go. Now we're starting to get the hang of things.
Targets destroyed.
Okay, there we go.
Another down.
Alright, so as you can see from how we're playing the game, you know, it does take some time to get used to. Do a barrel roll.
Target eliminated.
Alright. We gonna get one of them. There we go. So we got some decent... There we go. Iced him out. Alright, so we did that one.
Hey, nice work, new kid.
Thanks.
So remember, if you guys have anything that you want to say about Starlink or about any of our videos, feel free to leave us any comments. You'll notice that some of the videos do have lockdown comments, and those are the ones that have my kids in them, and I don't want anybody commenting on those videos, but you can definitely go and watch them. But definitely comment on Starlink. I want to know how you guys feel about it. I want to know what you guys think about it and what kinds of successes that you've had with the game with your kids, or just by yourselves, or you know, that you've noticed with your kids as friends or anything like that. So definitely leave us a comment, or make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you follow us on Twitter. We are at SuperParent HQ on Twitter. Oh, did we just get EMP'd? That's not going to be good. Oh, we did.
What? no, no, no!
Uh-oh.
Sage! Seal the hole!
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, that ain't good.
Razor, what's going on?
He's gone! They took St. Grant!
What?
No!
All units, brace yourselves. We're going down.
Equinox pilots, come in. The Equinox has crashed.
Okay.
Huh? All units, report in. Boys, I'm here. I survived. Do you read me?
I repeat, the Equinox has crashed. All pilots
Nothing's getting through. All this interference.
That's bad. Alright, back to base. Cover your ship.
Flight engines are down. Guess I'm on reserve power. Gotta find the boys.
Alright. So we are just flying around in the canyon. These are clearly milestone markers.
Oh, you want to dance?
Enemy analysis
Oh.
complete. Recommend short-range weaponry.
Okay. So because it's recommending short-range weaponry, what we're going to do is we're going to take off our long-range piece of equipment. I'm going to put that back there. We are going to equip a flamethrower like they've recommended. And because we're no longer long range, we'll take this one off and we will replace it with something that's also short range. There we go, which is about gravity. So its status effect is the gravity well, and this is fire. So we are going to go do the thing. So we have both things installed. Oh, we got to shake them off. All right, shake them off. All right, what else we got here? Did I get them all? I got them all. All right.
Looks like that ship. The Equinox.
Uh-oh.
What now?
Enemy analysis complete. Recommend elemental combination.
Very cool. So what we'll do is we will take this one off. We'll grab the Frost Barrage, which is this one right here. And those are frost missiles. Okay, and I don't know if we have the volcano, but I'll look. We do. So we're going to take both. Alright, so we got 2 of 3. I don't think that there's any way for us to put a third weapon on this. It doesn't look like it. So we're just going to go with this. So these guys require some combinations here. And we are going to have to move around to ensure that they don't hit us. Because they look kind of nasty. But they went down fast enough.
Hawks, you made it! You're the last one to report in.
Happy!
I never doubted you for a second.
Aw, man, you guys, this is the kind of game that I always wanted for Star Fox.
Well, we were ambushed. Whoever attacked us.
I'm telling you, for years and years and years, I have wanted a Star Fox game, and I was really disappointed by the last Star Fox game. So I'm really excited about this one.
Let's go get them.
We can't. Those freaks who took St. Grant also stole our reactor. There's a backup, but until we get more fuel, we're not going anywhere.
Gotta be something we can do here.
Maybe there is. I rigged our tech with their ship. Check out your map.
Interesting. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the star map.
There's your ship. You should be able to see everything within the scan radius. The rest of the planet's uncharted territory for now.
Got it.
I am picking up an alien
So if you
signal
guys are
nearby.
familiar, one
You think
of
someone's out
the
there? Worth checking out.
one of the
Say
games that
you're
this
gonna
really
have
is
to stay.
reminding me of is
Not
No
much
Man's
to it
Sky.
now.
No Man's Sky is an exceptionally lonely game. It's not really a game that I love, but it's got a number of really interesting concepts to it. So when I think about the ways in which we consume star-based combat or flight combat in video games, this isn't necessarily what I think of, but it's really interesting that we're able to marry this whole toys to life situation with Star Fox and with these really interesting characters that we're just starting to meet now.
Okay, I'll go see what's up.
Be careful. We don't know what's out there.
I'll tell you one thing that's out there.
That looks like Seth Green.
Yeah, we've only been here a week, but we've taken out a lot of them.
There's just no reasoning with those things.
Bunch of pests, if you ask me.
All right.
Well, bring them on. They make good target practice.
All right, so I'm going to stay right here, and we're going to try something a little different. I love Star Fox, and I love Fox McCloud, but what we're going to do is I'm going to pull off these pieces of weaponry. So they're disappearing. I am going to take off Fox's R-Wing very gently. Okay, so all we've got is our pilot. I am going to put on the ship that I have been dying to play with, which is this one right here. And I'm going to link a different pilot. So I'm going to say goodbye to Fox McCloud, and Fox is going to come live back here. And I am going to link up Ms. Whitehair right here, even though that doesn't quite fit the bill for the narrative. So we're going to link a pilot. Link this pilot. Total. Razor, that's her name. Razor's super cool. I like Razor. Okay. I don't know if we can link Razor into this ship. I'm assuming we can. I'm very excited about this ship. Neptune tank class. So this is a little bit heavier, and that's kind of what I wanted to see here, is to see how heavy this was. So it is quite heavy. I'm feeling the weight a little bit on this one. So I'm going to put the weapons back on that we were using. And we are going to see how this comes together. There we go. So this looks like endemic life. So we don't necessarily need to mess around with endemic life. And by endemic, I mean that this is like life forms that we don't need to mess with.
Signals coming from a structure. It'd be nice if they were friendly, but I ain't optimistic.
Use caution.
Oh, hold on. Hold Y to talk.
If you're getting burned by a powerful Cyclops, try switching weapons. I believe each variant has a weakness.
Very interesting. So, oh, we can come over here and we can talk to this researcher. Where is this researcher going? Hello, researcher.
This region has some fascinating Warden artifacts. With your collection of weapons, you must have no trouble obtaining them.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, hold on a sec.
Oh, good, you're back. Wait, you're not Thicket.
Oh, neat.
Where's my assistant when you need him?
What? Look, I don't got much time. My ship crashed and I need fuel. Know where I can get some?
Hmm? Oh, sorry. My missing assistant has me all flustered.
I like the way that she's kind of moving and she's kind of bopping her head around, listening to the music in her head.
But I'm thinking we can help each other out.
I sent Thicket to put down a beacon, and he set it right next to an imp hive. Stars knows where he is, but I need that hive.
They're going down.
All right, so...
What a nice guy. Atlas might be kind of dangerous, but there's some good eggs here.
So we still get to talk to Slippy.
We're looking for someone named Wolf.
And there's Cloud.
Trouble back on Corneria.
And now, the bill's due. Don't worry, boys. Once we get off this planet, we're gonna smoke him out and make him pay.
Gotcha.
Well, after we get the Equinox fixed, we're gonna find our leader. Maybe we can help each other somehow.
What can you tell me about this imp hive?
Imps, such nasty little machines. Of all the Legion, they irk me the most. I find the best way to handle them is, well, not to handle them at all. But I hear combustion.
Okay, there we go.
I like how you think.
Thermal shock! There we go. Oh, we got another one over here, so we gotta make sure that we're hitting them with both barrels, so to speak. Ah, here we go. Here's another one. There we go. Thermal shock. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna go... Oh! So we're still okay on our health. Because this is a tank class, this is something that I'm gleaning.
More easily dislodged if targeted with cold weaponry.
Ah, got it. It looks like cold is the way to go for these guys. There we go. Heat corrupted novas. Oh, neat. No idea what that does. Cool though. Alright. Let's go ahead and jet off to this imp hive. So I'm resting my arm on the arm of my chair. Seems to be okay. This isn't too heavy. The R-wing was a little easier to manage. But I kind of dig this. I kind of dig the look and feel of this. Alright, so now we got to deal with this imp hive.
Enemy analysis complete. Structural weakness identified.
So, what do we got to do? We have to switch out again. So, we're going to take these and we're going to put them away. Then I'm going to grab the... Why does it think this is a freeze ray? There we go. That's what I want. And we want the flamethrower for the other one. All right. Let's get back to it. Oh, did I put the imploder on? Oh, I put the crusher on. So that's not the same thing. Okay, so we got to find the other one. Is this the imploder? Yes. So that's this one. Okay. So it's a vortex. Oh, we can actually mod this. Very interesting. So on the imploder, we can also equip the range amplifier. So that's kind of nice. So we got them both on.
Ugh, these little freaks again.
Oh, that creates a fire vortex. Holy molies.
Get off of me!
There we go.
That imp hive won't be a problem anymore.
Very cool.
Wonderful. No hive, no imps. Just the way I like it. I have some Electrum waiting here for you, as promised.
Oh, our ship actually takes Nova.
Nova? Where did you say you were from?
Well, most of us are from a planet called Earth.
Chicago here, west side.
Ah.
Well, the only way to get Nova here is to salvage the core from an extractor. But, well, it should appear on your map.
Oh, there you go. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull up our star map.
Interesting. Now that we have helped this observatory, our visibility on the planet has increased.
And there we go.
There's the Legion extractor. Looks like that's our target.
Okay. So, my final word on this game, and we're going to leave it here because the video is starting to run a little bit long, and I could sit here and I could play this all afternoon. But the Starlink control structure for the Switch in particular is wireless. It's not the same thing on the PlayStation. You're going to have to plug it into the front of your PlayStation or to the back, depending on what you're using for your setup. But for me, it would be the front because my PlayStation is sitting right here on my desk. So this particular ship, this lovely tank ship, is pretty bulky, and it feels pretty bulky when you're playing with it. Some of the smaller ships, like Fox's R-Wing especially, very light, super friendly to use. It's easy to swap weapons out. It's really easy to swap pilots and ships out. And if you're really starting to get creative and you want to let your kids go crazy, or you want to go a little crazy yourself, you can actually pop off wings. So I'm going to demonstrate that real quick. So you can pop off wings. So I'm going to pop that wing off, and I am going to give it a crazy looking wing. That's the wrong side. That's the wrong side over here. Cannot do that. So I'm going to leave that there and hope it doesn't fall down. I'm going to give it an R-Wing wing. It actually changes the way that it flies. You want to see? Let's take a look.
Extractors are Legion machines. Before my time, they were easy to salvage. But since the reawakening, they defend themselves most efficiently. But
so it's not pulling at all, but if I take it off entirely...
Just bring the core to me and we'll be done.
Do you see how it pulls a little bit more? It's not great. It's not good to fly with. It's especially not good to... Oh, see, we're very unstable in the air. It's definitely not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back together the way it was supposed to be put back together. There we go. And I'm going to call her quits on our video look at Starlink. Remember that we do have a review in progress that goes into whether or not SuperParent recommends it for kids. Right on our website. So that's superparent.com. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any first looks. We do a number of first looks in a week. We look at mobile games. We look at PlayStation games, Switch games. We even look at PC games that are coming out or that have recently been released. And we let you take a look at the first 15 minutes of it. There's no commentary. It's only gameplay so that you can just deep dive right. So you can just dive right into the game before you end up buying it. But Starlink was a bit of an anomaly for us because it has the physical elements. I wanted to be able to show more than just 15 minutes of the game itself. I wanted to be able to demonstrate what it felt like to pull apart the ship, to put the ship on, to link up a pilot, to link up a ship, to hot swap out the devices for your weapons. I mean, how to deal with mods, everything like that. It doesn't have to be all that challenging. Swapping out your bits and your pieces for your weapons. It's the easiest way that you can customize your ships. And again, you do not need to have the physical versions of the ships. It just turns out that our household is big on collectibles. You guys can't see it, but above me right up here, we have a bunch of collectibles. There's collectibles behind me, collectibles over there in my office. We love collectibles in my household. So of course we wanted to get these. And of course we really, really wanted the Star Fox R-Wing for Fox McCloud. So that's it for me. My name is Amanda Farrow. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @AmandaFarrow. My last name is spelled Farough. I will catch you at the end of this week for Ready Player Mom. And actually, no. Yes, I will see you at the end of this week for Ready Player Mom. So we're going to do a Ready Player Mom on Friday. I have no idea what we're doing yet. We might do a myriad of different things. Last week we did Overwatch. The week before we did a couple of Costume Quest 2s. So if you missed out on Costume Quest especially, definitely go watch those. And I'll be back again for Halloween, where I will be dressed up in my Halloween costume and we'll do some streaming together. I'm very excited. Have a great day, Super Parents.